Hi, I'm Ken, and this is the Kansas Gardener. I wanted to talk to you here in February about seed trays and what I do, and because I'm pretty much really cheap. Um, so most people will have a seed tray that they spend a little money on a seed tray, and the little 6-pack trays, or some of the other 2-inch pots, or 3-inch pot trays, or 4-inch. But for me, I have over time have bought these, but there's other ways you can be able to do to grow your seeds in, that if you don't have much money, hey, this is the way you can do it too as well to get started. Because if later on next year you decide you don't want to do this anymore, hey, you can spend a lot of money on something that you don't want to spend money on. But for me, I will go through a few of the seed trays and see what you think about this. The first thing I got is the little basic 6-pack tray. You've seen a lot of these. They have holes in the bottom. The advantage of this is you can put a lot of seeds in a smaller area, and now you can do that and put it under the lights, like my shop lights I've got back here. Or the nice thing about this is you can do that, but the thing is, once you start them in the packs like this, you either got to transport them up to a bigger container, or you need to make sure you get them into the ground at a sooner time, so you have a shorter amount of time, because you only have so much soil that you can do, because you don't want to become root bound with your plant that you have in here. The nice thing about this is, because it's compact and I get more in a stalled area, the disadvantage of something like this is because it takes more water, or you got to water it more often in order to keep it going, because these dry out a lot faster than something like this, because this you won't have to water as much. The other thing about something like this is, if you want to go to a different way of doing it, you can go to a bigger one, which is a 2-inch pot, which is the ones I like to use for my tomatoes and my peppers. And you can even go bigger. I found these that somebody was giving away at a garage sale. That's another thing you can do, is go to a garage sale and find them like this, because some people even give them away. I actually found these were old containers that I had saved at another time. Other ways you can do it, if you don't have any money and you don't want to spend money on trays like this, this is a strawberry container. I have strawberries. I got this from the grocery store. They have holes in the bottom. All you got to do is just put seed starting mix in this. It's already got a lid on it. So if you want to keep the moisture in it, put your seed mix in there, your starting mix in there, plant your seeds, and then you can close the lid. Be a little humidity dome. You put it under there. Keeps it moist, and then when you're done, you can just pop the lid open. You can either transplant them to another container, or transplant them to something else if you want to do this, or you can just keep it in this and grow it till you need to get it out to the garden, like onions is a good way of doing this. Another way of doing it is to take a pop bottle of some kind, a plastic bottle or anything, and cut them in half, drill holes in the bottom, and do it like this. This is the same thing pretty much what this is. The same thing. Spent money on this. These I got around the house because we drink soda all the time, and little balls like this, you just cut them down. You can cut them the size that you would like to have. Make sure you drill some holes from the bottom and put them in a tray. But do you have to put them in a tray like this? No. Use a pan tray that you have. Maybe use when you do a turkey basin or something, or a tray that you can find at the Dollar Tree store, which is really nice. And if you can't afford something like this, I could find something like this that I 3D printed that I wanted to make, put some holes in the bottom of it. This is a 25 sil tray. This works just as well too. But there's other ways you can do it as well. Tupperware. People like to use Tupperware bins. There's some generic ones that you can get at the Dollar Tree store. Drill some holes in the bottom of it, or use a soldering iron. That's what I've done before. Poke holes in the bottom of it. Make sure it's enough drainage, and put the lid on it until it gets the seed started, and then you can take the lid off and use this. I do this for lettuce a lot of times. I'll use these containers. I mean, they come in a pack like this you can get at the store. I think I got this one. It was reduced, and I paid $1.44 for it, for this whole pack. So save yourself some money. Now, other ways that people have grown it is the old solo cup, 2-cup method. You know, you put holes in the bottom of your cup and then you put it in there. But the key about doing this with solo cups is buy ones that have the square bottom, and then buy another one that has the round. And then they fit right on top of each other. You don't have to put no rock in the bottom or anything. And you can do the solo cup method. And you can see that on the internet. That's kind of a popular way to do it. The other thing is I talked about the turkey-based tray, or any kind of a tray like this, a cake pan or something like that. just like this. These already come with a cover on them. You can use these. So if I have something like this that I want to use, I can actually put these inside of here and then put the lid on top of it if I wanted to. I mean, there's just different ways and different variations that you can be able to do to start your seeds. Because you only want to use the dome to keep the moisture in until the seeds germinate. Once the seeds start to germinate, you need to get the cover off of it and get it exposed to sunlight. And I usually use my shop lights. But if you're going to use shop lights, make sure they're at least 5,500 lumens to start with. Talked about the covers that go on the top of everything. These here, I found these, but I wanted to show you one other thing. I got a cake at the store one time and I bought it, and I didn't have a cover or dome for one of these, so I found the cover off of a cake pan. I didn't have the bottom part because it was made out of cardboard, but I put this on top of this. As long as it keeps it sealed off the top, hey, this will work too as well. So anything that's got a clear cover plastic like that, you can do it that way. Another way you can do it, Saran wrap. Saran wrap's another way you can do it. Works. It covers it, keeps it clear, keeps the moisture inside till ready to get till the seeds get germinated. So there's the various different ways that you can be able to grow things in seed trays of any kind, because the idea is I go cheap. Shop lights. I think I bought a shop light, some of these trays, bought my seeds. I think I spent $40 total for everything I need to get started to be able to plant my seeds. Because I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Because if you don't want to, and next year you decide you don't want to do this anymore, hey, you didn't spend a lot of money. Because you can end up spending money by continuously buying these or buying these. You know, but it's just a different way of doing things. My next topic I'll probably talk about is maybe seed starting mix and maybe some potting soil and some of the things that I prefer, I like to do here in February, because the seed starting is going to start here pretty soon with the different kind of seeds that I'm starting, because in about 2 weeks, which is about the middle of February, I'm going to start my broccoli seeds because I want to get them going, because in 4 weeks, and usually when St. Patrick's Day come around, is when I start putting my broccoli in the ground. This is the Kansas Gardener.